I don't know. Let's see. Larian in the Wolverine. Alucard in the Trebuchet. Somebody with decent gunnery in the Clint. Let's put Angel Death in there. And Phoenix Hawk. Maybe just somebody. How about Slickson? Good gunnery, good piloting. Got to remember to rotate characters through as much as I can. Well, we got them all, right? So my 3D printing hasn't been going great, but I did get the torso done for the awesome. So that's in a different color, but let's see if I bring it in so you can see a little bit better without the bright light. Exactly. Yeah, you don't want anybody to be indispensable. We got to keep everybody up. Plus, especially since a lot of these are named after you guys, right? These are the follower ones. You got to keep rotating through. I think it's going to be really neat. I think I got the scales really good. I guessed on the Atlas scale on how big I wanted it. And then the second, the Awesome and my King Crab are from the same company. So they've done their scales together. But the shoulder pad on the Awesome is right at eye level on the Atlas. So the Atlas is just a touch taller, which I think is perfect. That's exactly where it should be. So I'm really happy with how the scale turned out with getting models from different places, and the fact that the Atlas was one I got that's only supposed to be a little 6-inch scale. And what I did was I went through and I did some math for 28 millimeter heroic, which is really 32 millimeter scale. And then did some research on how tall, in general they were supposed to be. But you're right. Battletech is crazy. They're so inconsistent on what they say and what they do. There's almost within canon, there's almost a 3 meter difference in what they've quoted the Atlas as being. So you'll like see people ready to kill each other on the forums over, my source says this, but it's just everywhere. But anyway, the Atlas is supposed to be the biggest, so I made him. Turns out he's just tall enough. I don't know what the actual pauldron armor piece is going to be, because that's going to be a little bit higher. That's probably going to be pretty close to the top of the Atlas. But I'm fine with kind of the head torso shelf being about eye level for the Atlas. I think that'll be fine. So I guess if the arms are straight down on the Awesome, then this might stick up, but as soon as he moves, it'll rotate back. So I think in general, we're fine with it. It's close enough to the inconsistent lore that I'm good with it. Attention pirate scum, you're in violation of Fagerholm regulations on the sale and possession of deadly weaponry. Oh, well, yeah, Annihilator probably is tallest, but that's a special case that came after everything else, because it was just a little, like everybody else wants their character to be the most powerful in the super. That was just part of, kind of that, kind of the power creep, right? You had to give him the biggest and the best. So I'm going to ignore the Annihilator for most of that. That's not a mech I particularly like, and I think it's an ugly mech. Maybe I'll make one at some point, but doesn't leave a lot of room for negotiations. All right.
No, reminds me of my childhood. I
Hated my childhood. All right. So they are coming from where initially? Right there. And medium lasers, small lasers. Can't quite get to anything, so I think we'll just stop here in the trees.
Roger.
Model and printed drop pod that opens. Yeah, 18 inches sounds about perfect, Larian. I think that's exactly right. I would like to do one too, but my problem is the only real drop pod models I can find are all the Warhammer ones. Everybody just uses the Warhammer drop pods for their tabletop. And I'm having a real problem finding decent pictures of drop pods for Battletech. I probably need to go back and buy a couple of the tech manuals to get some of that stuff, but it's kind of annoyed me so far. Oh, come on. We missed with everything? Gotta do better with the Clint. These models mostly come from MWO, actually. They're just reusing MWO assets. And all of the modded modules, that is where they're coming from. Nobody's really making their own. They're just pulling them out of MWO and throwing them in here. And I could. Not the drop pods, obviously. Well, maybe? The drop pod, I think, is actually just a texture. It's just a light and an explosion and then a texture they put on the ground. I'm not sure that there's much of a module. But if we see Cargo Vroom anytime soon, remind me to ask him. We got the Wolverine stuck up here. Guess we go this way and then try to jump over that way. Maybe he can pull me something out because he does all the vehicles anyway.
Ready for orders.
Yeah, I think we start. Whoops. Running the Phoenix Hawk in.
Coordinates received.
See if we can get rid of some of these vehicles early. But yeah, it'd be nice. I wouldn't mind them if we can get a good model out of this for it.
Yeah.
And the other thing is I could start. You know what? I kind of want to be up high with this character. Go here. Get the elevation bonus. There we go. That one's done.
Vehicle trashed.
Are those dots about me getting the Wolverine stuck? Union drop pod? I've seen some pictures of it, but not enough that I really want to model off of it, but maybe?
Ready for order.
I personally think you should do that work for your friend and then just let me have it. I'll trade you. The Awesome and the King Crab models I actually paid money for. They're from, hold on a second. Let's go to display scene. Do I still have that mostly set up? I screwed with it the other day. Let me find it. It's from these guys, Game Body. So there's kind of a selection of stuff that they have for Battletech. They've got a bunch of other different stuff. And I would also like to get some pilots printed out. Obviously, there's some other cool stuff in here. So, you know, and then we get into the pop-ups, of course. But that's some of the stuff they've got in there. Battletech.
Yes, Commander.
All right, Larian, how do we get you out of this mess?
Lifting off.
I have seen summoner ones. I haven't. I've got probably 10 different sites that have stuff, models for stuff that I'm interested in.
Yep.
And there are some with summoners in them. So, again, I think we just keep hopping up here, get our elevation bonus. Maybe take out the vedette quickly.
Okay, I'm on it.
Yeah. To store them and to look cool when it drops, right? You know?
Hey there. Move into position. Locking up.
I'd also like to do some buildings for some scenery. I bought some, like, a cool radar station that's got the radar dish on the top that looks like it's the, kind of the right style. And also, if you've seen any of the,
Jump set. Engage.
if you've seen the Cliff Empire video game, they've got some really cool looking models for their buildings in there. And while I won't probably try to rip their models out of the game, I might just make some heavily influenced models of my own as well, based on kind of their aesthetic. That's Slickson and the Phoenix Hawk. Let's go after this guy.
Mission confirmed.
And maybe we bring the
Physical attack.
Wolverine down to do some punching. Or maybe he dies.
Reporting.
Yeah, that does make it hard when you you realize that your wrist no longer works and you can't click your fingers anymore. I've definitely been there.
Heads up, Commander. You've got hostile contact inbound.
Oh, great. We haven't killed anything yet, and we've got the rest of them in. Good. Good to know. We're not killing stuff very fast. We're talking a lot, but we're not killing.
High damage. Yes, Commander.
That's a pretty reasonable shot at the javelin. Let's. Oh, that was a hell of a shot, undesirable. Alucard just crushed that, and we finally get this thing down. And now they're all going to be. Now we have to figure out where we're going from here. See if we can finish this off. There we go.
One more for the scrap heap.
I really want to learn ZBrush. I bought it. Initially thinking more kind of organic type of stuff. But now I'm kind of thinking, I've been watching some more technical stuff with ZBrush. Yeah, I understand that.
Affirmative.
I watch a lot of the, especially on Linus Tech Tips. So we'll go up in Undesirable's neck of the woods. I watch a lot of those for kind of the more ergonomic stuff, looking for something that. See, holy cow, they're way up there. What do we got up there? Pegasus. Oh, can I get higher? No. If I go to here, no, I can't. I can only get the shot from here. I guess we'll go here. Anyway, on that stuff, hoping I'm going to find something that's just going to make my life great. Because I spend a lot of time on the computer between this stuff and, school and everything else. I'm in front of this thing for too many hours.
Orders.
All right, we're ready for our debut of the arm thing there. 95% hit chance.
Moving out.
Watch us miss it. Big stomp on him lying on the ground there. He still manages to get up though, but he can't be happy. And he didn't get enough away that he's done. He's done. I'm not even gonna see, where is he the most out of armor? I guess in the front. So maybe we do this and we shoot him, and then we have to rotate back up the hill.
One less target.
I got 3 tanks up there and 4 tanks up there. They're all going to be shooting at the Clint for the moment. Nothing else.
Need something, Chief?
I'm going to keep rotating the trebuchet this way, and then I'm going to hop up there. Vehicle destroyed. All right, at least now they've got to come forward where we can see them a little bit better.
One less vehicle.
Commander.
Go to here,
On my way. Double time.
and then we should be able to go to here so I'm not blocking the path.
What do you need?
And same thing, I'm going to sprint over here, then I can jump up and get some elevation back. So we're not shooting straight uphill and taking the negatives. Assuming we got buildings left after this. I don't really care if we lose 1 or 2. We are getting paid reasonable, so a percentage bonus is actually... Oh, I don't have jump jets on this thing. Never mind.
Coordinates received.
Oops. 360, 390, 390. We'll go for the 360. Hey, when you're trying to shoot uphill, you can't, the camera doesn't want to go in the right way. Did we really get into structure and not blow it up? Wow, that takes work.
Copy that.
Good to go.
Take the obstructed shot here, which is on that side. Did we get him? There we go.
Vehicle down.
Yep. Confirmed.
There we go. Obstructed, but
Better risk.
slightly better. All the practice in the pause, I'm telling you. Don't blow up building. Shoot somebody else. Or not. At least shoot a different building. I think he shot the Clint.
That's all you got?
How's it going?
Attempting.
Egg stomp. Boom! I hate civvies too. Everybody hates the civvies.
Down.
Commander?
Soft and cowardly and...
Copy that. Firing a full salvo. Orders. Confirmed. Roger.
Well, at least this guy should have a different target next time, right?
What do you need? Attacking from position.
Oh, he's not going to need an extra target. Is that everybody?
Move her down.
Mission success.
Hey, Mech Warriors, how you doing today, Slickson? We're doing okay today. We got a Raven, by the way, Slickson. Now we're not going to use it because it's boring. But we did get it. AC2s, SRM6s, SRM10s, or LRM10s, excuse me. SRM10 would be badass. It's nothing really here. How about kind of one of each? Share be praised, huh? What's the story behind that one, Undesirable? Yeah, well, the thing with the Raven is you tend to just hide in the Raven bubble and sit there and shoot out and make sure you don't move too fast. You don't want to get guys out of the way. And so everybody just kind of huddles together and just slowly moves with the bubble, and you reserve till the end because when you shoot, you lose your ECM protection. So you want to wait till the very last turn. So you shoot, you lose it, but then you get it back as soon as the first roll runs around. Yeah, but you got it from somebody. Sure, they have a story behind it. I like it. Praise the chair. Chair be praised. When we weld, we tell the kids their job is to worship the puddle, the weld puddle. So, you know. Making me... Well, we already talked about our Raven-style kung fu. It wasn't very effective. Plus, the problem is, once the Raven's in melee, the bubble doesn't work. Because if anybody's within the bubble, you don't get the protection. So, it makes a poor melee Raven. It's better, actually, if you use it for your support mechs, right? We could put, like, say, a zero armor trebuchet back there with it and put some LRMs on it for its missile hardpoints, and they sit back there and just LRM death in from on a hill. But, oh, crane style. That's right. A Raven with attitude is my favorite one, too. But, you know, there's stuff. I think for the most part, I'm going to sit it on the shelf. We'll look at it. It's pretty. It is one of my favorite mechs to play in MWO, and I really do like it in tabletop. And to be fair, I like it in here too. I just don't think it's the most exciting for a live stream. For a private save, I use the Raven quite a bit. It just, the fights move a little too slowly. So I don't really use it for YouTube or Twitch, but I do like it. It's just not, it's effective. It's just not exciting. I will test it. And that would be, let's see, let's take a look at it. I don't really want to prioritize it over the Griffin because we do need to get the Griffin done. But we could conceivably, like I say, take the SRM off and maybe even the medium lasers off and then just put an LRM on it. That leaves us 6. We could do like an LRM 10 with 1 ton there, and then you could just sit back. But you're probably better off playing with these. If you had ERMs, ER mediums, it'd be better. Yeah, no, not in this. It's in here. It's permanent. It's part of the chassis. So you could conceivably, let's see, we've got 6 tons to play with there. You could do something like this and just sit back and snipe with it. I mean, that's pretty reasonable. 50 damage per shot if you can hit with it. Heat sinks you probably don't need. And then maybe just a medium laser for additional protection when things get close. Maybe another medium laser. You might put them in here for, you know, zombie-ish style. DPC. Well, I mean, either way, it's 50 damage at this point. This one's 7 tons. This one's 5 tons, 18 heat versus 27 heat. No, I mean, in theory, yes. But I don't know that where you'd come up with, you'd have, let's see, strip armor. If we strip all the armor off, we take everything off, how much weight do we have to kick with? You've got 11 tons. So no, yeah, I guess. Nope, can't do it, even with no armor. You could do 2 large lasers, probably. That's not a bad idea. It just doesn't quite work with what we got. I think at this moment, because we have the ++ large laser, that's the better option than the PPC. The only negative is this isn't going to do stability damage, but he's nerfed stability damage in this anyway. So I don't think that's that big a deal. You go something like this, actually have reasonable armor on it. Although I would probably stick a couple mediums on it instead, in case something does get close. And then you could run back here. Oh, I do have a heatsink. Yeah. That's still not enough for the PPC, though, because we need 14. So you run something like this, and then, yeah, I mean, we're still heat sinking 33, but you're not going to use those medium lasers very often. You just sit in the back and pew pew. Because it gets better hit chances. They get, I think, a +1 for being in an arm rather than being in a torso. So if we were going to snipe with it and our plan is not to get hit, I would leave it out here just for the extra accuracy. And then leave these in here because if it all goes to hell and things are in there, I would rather, in case I lose, these are going to fall off easy, I would keep them a little bit longer. And also they give me a bonus, something else for the crit to hit other than that. So I would do something like this. And we can. I'll go ahead and I'll confirm it. We'll stick it up there. I don't, like I say, know how often it's going to get used. But we can definitely get it started. Let's hop in and do another mission. We got pilots left. We got stuff to do. That's an escort. Let's maybe, I don't know, we stick with another pirate one? How is our Merrick reputation? We don't want our Merrick reputation to drop. And then a naked Treb to stick with it. We're still doing reasonable with them. Let's see. 20 to 39. So we could take a little bit of a drop with them if we really wanted to. Chooser of the slain. But we probably need to do at least some Merrick to balance off out all the pirate stuff. I'd love it if the Merrick stuff wasn't anti-pirate. But that's anti-pirate. That's anti-pirate. We can't do those. That's anti-Merrick. And that one's anti-Merrick. Let's go ahead and do these. Let's see. Max, we're going to drop 7. If we go back and forth between them, we should be okay. And that pays good and has good salvage. We haven't seen and that will actually that boost us. What do we got right now? Neg 39 to neg 20. This will get us up to they don't care. Indifferent, which is good because if we get offered a chance to get in, that's I think we have to be I don't know if you might be able to get into the black market disliked, but it's gonna be really expensive. We would like to probably maintain indifferent. So it's only 500,000. Chazah! Let's put him in the Wolverine because it'd be fun to say Chazah when he punches people. And we'll put San in the Phoenix Hawk so he can target lock things. I'll put myself in the Clint for the... All right, go take care of that honey-do list. Have fun, Larry, and let me know how that modeling goes. Maybe we need to do a modeling channel, right? We can share some of that stuff. All right. Let's see. And who else do we want? Let's Trebuchet has the worst tactics, but he's got good targeting. We'll go with the gunnery. I tried to take care of my chore list this morning. Not really a honey-do list, but a to-do list nonetheless. So I think I got all that done. Yesterday afternoon and this morning. I don't know, a naked Treb running out there. That could be interesting. We could definitely give that a try. I'd like to try it once we no longer need it, just in case it all fails. Although we do have another one assembled that just has to be readied. That we could bring up after the Griffin.
Command interface initiated.
All right.
Okay.
Destroy the enemy patrol. Let's just put him to here. See if we get something. Yeah, there we go. Clint maybe to here. We can always maybe hop up on the mountain. Trebuchet, we stay back here in the trees. And I think we just start running the Wolverine right up the middle.
Yes, Commander.
I'm going to go ahead and reserve one time.
Waiting for the shot.
See where these guys... Oh, they reserved with me. Which is interesting because I'm pretty sure I have that disabled. I don't think they're supposed to be able to reserve.
Standing by.
I have that set to false. Something has reset that. I don't think that's good. I'm going to have to go in and check.
I've got eyes.
They are not supposed to be able to reserve.
They're heading your way.
And I haven't updated anything. So, yeah.